understand you're very proud of the Columbia University School of Social Work, right?
Yeah, it's the oldest social work school in the country.
Yeah. So can you define for us the word Ashkanormativity?
I am not familiar with that term. I believe it appeared in a student glossary that was prepared by a group of students.
It appears in the orientation guidebook that's given to all of the students at the School of Social Work, but you can't define it for us?
No, I'm saying I'm not.
You seem to be familiar.
I don't use that term. I don't know that term. I believe that glossary was prepared by students for other students. I don't think it's a part.
But it's handed out. You agree? It's handed out to all of the students who at the orient. I mean, that's what it is. It's the orientation glossary of terms for incoming students at the School of Social Work. So
I don't think it's a product of the School of Social Work. I think a group of students put this together.
It's handed out to students at the School of Social Work. Let me read to you how Ashkanormativity is defined by your. You don't know if it comes from students or professors at the school, but Ashkanormativity is defined as a system of oppression that favors white Jewish folks, based on the assumption that all Jewish folks are Ashkenazi or from Western Europe. So do you have a response to that definition of Ashkanormativity? Is that appropriate? This is handed out to your students.
By other students. It is not a product of the faculty of Columbia University.
It is handed out to your students. Obviously, you allow this to be handed out to your students. Is that appropriate?
As I said, it is not a product of the faculty or the administration. It is something that a group of students produced. I don't agree with it. I think it's not very useful. I don't condone it.
Okay, can you help me understand something else? I didn't go to an Ivy League school, admittedly. Can you explain why the word folks is spelled F-O-L-X throughout this guidebook and in other places at the School of Social Work? What does that mean? Serious question.
They don't know how to spell? I'm not familiar with that spelling.
I don't find it a laughing matter.
No, I'm not laughing either.
You're denying that this is an official product of the school, but this is handed out to all of you. You are aware that it's handed out to all of your students, and you're not doing anything to stop it.
As I said, it's not an official product of the administration.
Is this how Columbia University spells the word folks?
No.
Okay. And does Columbia University recognize the word? Because it's not found in the Webster's dictionary or anywhere else, Ashkanormativity. Right. Is that an acceptable term at Columbia University?
Congressman, I am with you. I agree with you that I don't find this a meaningful way of...
This is handed out on your watch.
As I said, this is not a product of Columbia University
to the
faculty.
The Board of Trustees, is this appropriate? Either one of you?
That term is shockingly offensive.
It's ridiculous.
Congressman.
Ma'am?
We had discussions about that memo on the board, and my understanding is that we have asked that anything that is looking as though it's orientation materials in any way be run by the dean, and I think that is the agreement. As President Shafiq has said, we're not going to be able to limit what individual students say to each other. We don't like it. It's not the kind of learning we promote at Columbia, obviously.
But you understand how this fosters an environment of anti-Semitism when the president even admits that she doesn't know if this is an official document of the school or written by students, but it's still allowed to be handed out to your students.
It's outrageous.
And it's the reason that we hold this hearing. It fosters an environment of anti-Semitism at your university. President, are you going to stop this from being handed out again to incoming students at the orientation of the School of Social Work?
We will make sure that it is not part of any of orientation process that the university
President,
runs.
Shafiq, can you name a real-world example of a system of oppression that favors white Jewish folks? Can you give us an example?
No.
Do you believe that white Jewish folks are privileged, that they're oppressors?
No.
Do you believe that?
No.
This is what's being fed to your students. It's despicable. You haven't done anything about it. You should do something about it. I yield back.
Thank you.